Week 2. If you want to see the wheel strategy in action, you've come to the right place. In this video series, we look at my main trading account, now with Tiblio AI, aka Roger, investing for me following the very popular wheel strategy. Okay, what we're looking at here is just my Tradier dashboard, and I've got us on the activity tab. Now, backing up to last week just for a minute to recap, I want to look at, we see these two options, XLC puts, they did expire worthless. That's awesome. I love it when puts expire worthless or calls expire worthless. We keep all of the premium. And we also had, I think I mentioned this on the video, we also had these two XLF puts that would maybe have expired worthless. These were the 32 calls, and XLF last week had closed just right at 32. So we paid a little bit there, but that's okay. All right, if we remember, these were on April 6th. That was a Thursday, but it was expiration Thursday because the markets were closed Friday. Okay, so then what happened this week? Well, this week, since all of those options expired, we sold a bunch more options, right? We sold XLC April 28th put. We sold a 3250 call, right? We sold another put, sold another XLF put at 32, and we closed these XLF April 21st. These were expiring today, and we closed them a couple of days ago for well over 90% profit. Okay, and then we sold even more. So we sold another 5850 put on XLC, and then we sold two more calls and a put on XLF. All right, so a lot of activity, and all of these options sales add up to approximately $278 that we sold in options just this week that are expiring within the next few weeks, right? So I have the settings on Tiblio AI here to sell options with roughly that are roughly expire in 15 days. Okay, switching over to the Tiblio AI view of this, because I want to point out we do keep track of all of the orders that are submitted in Tiblio AI. This is slightly more current than the Tradier dashboard, which updates nightly. And we can just see that we also this morning bought to close this XLF 3050 put contract. That would have been expiring today. Okay, so here's the account in question. This is my main trading account at Tradier Brokerage. We were just on the activity tab. We can look at the open positions and see the P&L. Since opening, we've roughly sold about $2,000 already in options. And if we remember, this account opened just a few days before the SVB collapse in early March. So it's only been trading for about a month. Because of that, we've mostly erased this loss in XLF from all of these assignments already, right? We started with 70,000, and now we're already back to 69,800 or so, 69,700. We sold over $200 in option premium this week. It will expire in the next couple of weeks. So within a few weeks, we would like to see this account get back into positive and then just start growing. And on the next video, I hope to have a chart for you that will show this account's activity, this account's P&L, similar to how we have our demo account. So this account is our demo account down here, and this is what we link to as our demo portfolio to show the performance of Tiblio AI, but really as Tiblio AI trades the wheel strategy and the effect that trading the wheel strategy has on your account related to the underlying equities that it trades. Okay, so that's about where we're at. We've sold since opening roughly $2,000 in option premium. We sold roughly $280 in option premium just this past week. And we see options expiring worthless. We're closing options for profit. Today, if XLF continues its run, we will see these three calls right here. These XLF April 21st, they're expiring today. They're 3250 calls. XLF right now is trading at about XLF right now is trading at about 3277. Now this is a very frustrating place to be if you're a call buyer, right? XLF is trading at 3277. We sold these calls at the 3250 strike for 41 cents. So we don't actually lose money on these calls until XLF closes above 3291. And so if it's hanging out here at 3277, then by the end of the day, the shares may be called away. But the person that bought the calls never reached break even, right? They're only going to recoup, say, $30 of the $41 that they spent on the call option. So very frustrating for call buyers, very good for us. So you can see how that selling the out of the money call option, bringing in the premium, you still participate in a lot of upside in the underlying. For the call buyer to reach break even and then move into profit, it takes a big movement in the underlying, which we just typically don't see. So if those three are called away this afternoon, then next week, we will see that we only have 400 shares of XLF, and we will then be ready to sell even more put options. Following the wheel strategy, we sell put options, and we continue to sell put options. We see that on XLC here. If you go back and look, we've not yet been assigned on XLC. With XLC options expiring, and we're closing them out, and we'll continue to sell 2 put options on XLC at a time until those are assigned. And once they're assigned, we wind up with shares in the account. Now on those shares, we go ahead and hold them, and we start selling call options that are out of the money for pretty good premium. So as we hold the shares, we will collect dividends if we hold them over dividend dates, and we will participate in the upside as we're seeing on XLF right now. Even with this huge move this week on XLF, we're fully participating in the upside. And if we're called away, we're still profiting on that. And the people that bought the call options are not. And this is why we love the wheel strategy. All right, we'll check in again next week and see how next week goes. And we'll continue to follow along as Tiblio AI, AKA Roger, continues to trade the wheel strategy on my primary trading account.